DJ Tatsujin from Gamebaka here. With a new series of videos on the channel, I wanted to highlight a really awesome Xbox Live indie game I picked up a little while ago, Vintage Hero. Selecting my first stage, we're going to square off with a level boss named Gribgrab. It's kind of shaped like a little bit of a Metroid creature here. And as we're entering the stage, you'll see that this game plays like a Mega Man title in every sense of the word. As you can see, the jumping and shooting in this title emulates the classic Mega Man series. And when we destroy an enemy, you'll notice a small number prompt similar to Zelda 2. These are experience points the character can earn to level up. I really like this because it's sort of like the X series, where on top of not only collecting weapons for the bosses, you can boost your shot power, raise your maximum health, and more. And with the recent experience gain, you'll see I could press the Y button to enter a submenu that would let me power up with the points. However, in order to challenge myself and see what happens in this series of videos, I'm not going to level up any of my abilities and I'm playing on the hardest difficulty. And now it looks like I'm squaring off against the green tentacle from Maniac Mansion. Dealing with these enemies is easy enough, but you'll see later on in the game these tentacles get placed in positions that will cause some real problems. And with this screen, you'll notice the Mega Man staple hazard, the spikes. As expected, if you touch these on any difficulty level, it results in an instant kill. And jumping through here, get a bit of a near miss there, and playing a lot of Mega Man growing up, I learned that sometimes you just have to run away. Run away from danger, avoid taking the damage if it's all possible. And with that, you'll see the coil I used to reach that high ledge there. The heart is a freebie extra life. And I'm going to fall down into this abyss, and at the bottom run into our first stage gimmick. These platforms slide in the opposite direction that the player shoots. As you'll see, this will eventually lead to some sticky situations. Going forward here, we'll go to the next screen, and here we'll see a red arbiter type creature, and we'll try to crap fire on us from above, but for the most part it's pretty easy to avoid. Strolling along these platforms, I do have to say I quite enjoy the stage music. Vintage Hero really nails the 8-bit feel in my opinion. It hits the staples of the era with noticeable graphics and sound, and it provides a decent challenge. And we run into another firecracker here as I almost jump off the ledge and kill myself on the spikes. But we're still doing alright here. No damage so far actually, but I'm sure that will change later on in the game. Moving on, we're still fighting some of these yellow slug things. Oddly, they kind of remember some creatures that you might find in Commander Keen. Don't know whatever happened to that guy. It's a throwback to my IBM Gold Star days. And again, we bust out the coils, get up to this platform, and climbing up this ladder, you'll see we'll be onto the final stretch to the boss battle. One thing I should mention about this game is it's only $1. Through this series, we'll be tackling 6 stages, so it's roughly the length of one of the Game Boy versions of Mega Man, and it's only $1. With my rose-colored glasses on, I think Mega Man 2 will always be my favorite game of all time. I still play through it once or twice a year, I love it that much. I think it's those 3 key factors I mentioned earlier: graphics, sound, and challenge. Mega Man 2 built on the first game by leaps and bounds, and I just have so much fun with it. The characters and themes in the games have always resonated with me, and I've stuck with the franchise through even the lowest times. I guess right now would be one of those. But I really enjoy Mega Man 4, even though people seemingly hate on it, and the series made some really interesting transitions when it jumped to 16 and 32 bits. I really enjoyed the Legends games as well, and when Mega Man was put into Marvel vs. Capcom, it really got real for me. It's just a shame that was around the time my friends really started phasing out of the fighting game genre. And here we are, we're at Gribgrab's doorstep. On the hard difficulty, these boss corridors are the only checkpoints we get, so if I die during a stage, we have to go all the way back to the beginning of the stage. And here's Gribgrab. Again, it looks like some sort of Metroid-looking creature, and it's chained to the wall. The point is, where it's linked to the wall is its weak point at this point, so we'll start attacking there. And seemingly I'd forgotten how to play this game, so I carelessly get smacked around by a few of his fireballs. And while chained to the wall, I can only lunge and shoot fireballs. Since I'm not leveling up, my weapon power is going to be a little weak, so to save everybody the monotony of watching me shoot at this Link endlessly, we're going to fast forward a little bit here. And here we have finally destroyed Gribgrab's link to the wall. Unfortunately, it gets a second health meter and it's go time once more. Again, Gribgrab is only limited to lunging and spreading fire, but it gets a little bit more aggressive about it here. Slowly but surely, we'll whittle away at its health. Oddly, Gribgrab is the only boss character that plays out like this, as the others are defeated once their health meter runs dry. And keeps going on here. And we're going to fast forward a little bit more here. An uncut video. I'm fighting this thing a little longer than 2.5 minutes. I guess it goes to show how important leveling up is in this game. Playing normally, my weapon strength was the first item I maxed out, and then I worked on health and defense, and chipping away at his health here. Get a few more shots in, and he finally blows up Mega Man 2 style. Or X2 style, I should say. That's what it reminds me of. And as you'll see here, with the boss defeated, we will receive its weapon ability. These are one of the elementals that you collect. They're integral to the story of the game. And as we snatch that, we'll be introduced to our first weapon power-up. And with the Magma Rock, we'll find that's pretty useful in the next stage, which will be uploaded very soon here on the Game Ubaka channel. Thank you for watching.